Hi, I'm Zachary Cowan, the author of the Study Daily books, and I'm on vacation. This is my family's house in North Carolina, and we're visiting family, and we're really excited to be here. Hey, thanks for joining me for a look at Doctrine and Covenants, section 81. So I'm going to ask you some questions, and they get a little bit harder. It's about the first presidency. So who's the first presidency at the time of Jesus Christ? That's not too bad, right? Peter, James, John. Who's our current first presidency? And who was the first presidency at the time, like the original first presidency in this dispensation? We know it was Joseph Smith and Sidney Rigdon, but it gets really interesting when you look at section 81, because there was a guy named Jesse Gauss who was also a part of that first presidency, or the presidency of the high priesthood, which eventually becomes or is called the first presidency. But he's replaced by Frederick G. Williams. And in the section heading for this, we learn that when Jesse Gauss leaves the church and is excommunicated, they simply crossed his name out and wrote Frederick G. Williams' name in. See, this is the interesting thing about callings. Every calling is replaceable. Even prophets, we replace them in heartbeats. And apostles, we replace them. We don't even give them a vote of thanks. They're just gone. But every calling is replaceable. What is not what becomes irreplaceable is how you do your calling. And everybody in the church has a calling, and if they do it, how they perform it is irreplaceable. But the calling itself, super replaceable. So today we're going to learn a little bit about callings and how to be better at them. And that's what this section is all about, is how to take whatever calling you're given and how to do it well to the benefit of others. So go ahead, pause your video, check out section 81, all of the verses, not too many, and see what you can learn about how to do your calling better. Hey, thanks for studying and welcome back. One of the things I'm sure you saw is the importance of listening to the Lord and also speaking up. Not just listening to God and others, but speaking up and being a good counselor and sharing your ideas. Then the revelation can come. And as we do that with prayer, and we're prayerful in how we give that counsel, and we're prayerful in how we receive it, the likelihood of us getting revelation going forward is much greater. And then you get this incredible verse. The whole idea, though, is that every day there are people that in our callings, and this is verse 5, that we are to succor those that are weak, to run to those that are weak, to lift up the hands that hang down, and strengthen the feeble knees. There are people today that in your calling and in your life, we need to do that. And more than anything else, that's the calling the Lord has called us to do. That's the calling we have to the whole world, is to lift up the hands that hang down, to run to those who are in need, strengthen feeble knees. And as we do that, we feel good about our callings, because then we become irreplaceable because we're doing that. Our calling is replaceable, but how we treat others in the name of the Lord, that's irreplaceable. All right, the Lord will help you today as you do it. Thanks very much, and thanks for studying. Keep it up. We'll see you next time.